I wonder where this passage leads. My Andre. First runner-up in the 1979 Now Dusk Oblast Beauty Contest. Not bad.
For the last act of our exclusive episode, Reactors of Passion, your favorite series, an exciting mix of love, greed, and plutonium. Today,
Some Olympic medals.
Huh? Who are you? And what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Excuse me.
So you're the tramp that decided to use my cart? I had to go all the way up the track with the game I caught on my back because of you.
Did I hear tramp? Who does she think she is?
Hey, I'm talking.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm accompanying this tribe, and we're trying to leave the park. I thought that old cart was abandoned and that I could use it. I never thought I'd do any harm.
Should have looked around a bit first, though. It ain't abandoned for everybody. Don't that beat all? There you are, you good boy. Mama'll have you up and running in no time.
What's this key for?
For activating the park automatons, you need to give them a good turn of the key every so often, or the poor things get all neurasthenic. Even cantankerous. Plus they break down. There.
With someone like her, I might be better off earning her trust before I ask for the key.
If you've nothing more to say, I won't keep you.
Listen, I didn't really want to get off on the wrong foot with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm accompanying the Yukon tribe on their migration to their sacred lands. And you're...
Oh, an American. Yeah, I'd bet anything. Well, look at that. An American. Well, I'm Staff Sergeant Katerina Viktorovna Drostelova. Gold medalist in the shot put in the Moscow Olympics. And the widow of Lieutenant Andrei Grigorovich Drostelov. Veteran artillery officer and figure skating champion.
Delighted to meet you, Katerina. It seems you might be just the person I'm looking for. Do you think you could let me borrow that strange key of yours? I needed to repair an automaton without whom, I'm afraid, it is impossible for us to leave.
You've been really polite and you speak the same way they talk in those books, little lady. You do have a bit of backbone, I'll say that much for you. This key is extremely precious to me. As far as I know, your gang of gnomes and you might just be one of those gangs of bandits that hang around here. Scrap dealers looking in every nook and cranny for a pot of gold, despite the radiation around here. I saw those riffraff off with a load of buckshot.
So you're the Katerina Drozdilova? First runner-up in the Naudask Oblast Beauty Contest in 1979?
Yes, indeed, that was me. And that was also when I met my Andre. To be perfectly honest, I thought that somebody from the West could only possibly know me for what I did in athletics instead.
Now that I know who you are, I don't dare ask for your key. I would never want to inconvenience someone of your standing like that.
Stop, stop. Classy women don't fuss over each other. Tell me exactly why you need my key, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I have to get a park automaton back in working condition so I can pull our boat higher up onto the beach so the ostrich herd in the hold can get out. The Yukels and their herd have to continue their sacred migration as soon as possible. What's more, the longer we're stuck here, the more likely it is that we'll be caught and arrested by the soldiers who are after us.
If I say yes, you promise you'll bring it back to me as soon as you've finished?
Of course. I would never betray the trust of the great Katerina Drozdilova.
Okay then, I agree. Take good care of it. For 20 years now, it's let me keep my bag of mechanical fleas running.
20 years? I thought all the survivors left after the catastrophe.
But it was already too late for him, unfortunately.
Your husband was contaminated?
Both of us did, actually. But it didn't do anything to me. That's just the way I was made. Or maybe I was immune because of all the garbage they kept giving me for years so that I could win that trinket at the Olympics.
And since then, you've never tried to get to Valzambur?
No. I heard that all of the irradiated survivors were sent to this clinic there and they never get out. Besides, I have absolutely everything I need here, somewhere to call home. I'm near my dear Andriusha. I have my dog and all the game I want.
One last thing before I go. You said the air in the subway stayed pure. Does it lead out of the city?
Yes. Just follow the tracks right behind my place and you can get out to the other side of Baranor through the Olympia Stadium station at the end of the line. That's the terminus. Not only do you avoid the radiation, but you also have electricity. It's one of the only circuits in the city that's still working. You just have to be careful. Some of the pipes gave way and flooded some galleries with lake water.
Thank you, Katerina, for everything.
What news, Kate Walker?
Looks like Miss Kate Walker have time for much fun.
This ride is the only way I've found to get to the park subway station.
And what Miss Kate Walker find for you girls?
I learned that the subway is safe. No radiation. I mean, free of all bad spirits, if you prefer. But most important, when you exit from the last station, you can leave the city while still staying on the sacred route of the migration.
Where does the station exit to?
Some kind of sports complex. Olympia or something like that.
Olympia. Land of martyrs.
Good work, Kate Walker. I don't know what the Yukos would do without your help.
First, we have to hoist the crystal onto the beach.
How can we help you, Kate Walker?
Well, your ostriches obviously can't use the cart to get to the subway line. Can the Yukels clear the rubble from the station entrance while I take care of the crystal?
Go find volunteers. See you later, Miss Kate Walker.
Olympia. Ayahuasca didn't seem to like that.
The truth is, I was told that the previous migration went through some bad times. A tragedy that left permanent scars. But you have enough to do for the moment. We'll talk about all that later.
Once we've left Baranur, what is the next step?
The river Balaton. Once we cross the sacred bridge over it, we'll be past the border and in Yakistan. Our pursuers won't be able to harm us there.
Any news from the Yukals who are still locked up in the crystal?
Everyone is fine, even if the ostriches are getting impatient. We have to get them out soon, Kate Walker.
I'm going, Kirk. I have to find an old friend. Oscar, I can't believe it.
Kate Walker? Hello, Kate Walker. So is everything set? Are we ready to go now? You have refitted the train spring, haven't you? And what about Mr. Hans Vorarlberg? Is he on board?
There's no more train, Oscar. And there's no more Hans Vorarlberg.
I beg your pardon?
You were supposed to be dead, too. I installed your heart in another model just like you. And it seems to have worked. It's good to see you again, Oscar. Are you all right, Oscar?
I suppose I am indeed, Kate Walker. To the best of my knowledge, I have not been programmed for anguish.
I guess not. But you know, Oscar, you were always very talented.
This new body is in great need of maintenance. It is suffering from osteoarthritic rust at every joint.
Oscar, I need your help.
Of course, Kate Walker. That is my function.
I'm accompanying the Yukals on their voyage. You know, they found me when I was dying next to a river in the west of Syberia and took me in. They are accompanying the migration of the snow ostriches to their sacred lands, where they go and reproduce. Now we're being chased by fanatical soldiers who want to send the Yukals back to where they came from. To top it off, they want to hand me over to the American authorities. I've been accused of all sorts of crimes.
The Yukals, a primitive nomadic people in the far north that live symbiotically with large herds of Struthio nivis, commonly known as snow ostriches.
That about sums it up.
Kate Walker, American deviant. Intellectually and politically unstable, influenced by both circumstance and encounters, despite possessing an unquestionable moral fiber.
I suppose that's about right, in a word.
Well, how may I be of service to you, Kate Walker?
We're stuck here in this contaminated area, and we need to leave as soon as possible to escape the people chasing us. But the Yukals and their herd are locked in the boat that brought us to this poisoned beach. We need to hoist the crystal out of the sand and clear the rear hatch so the ostriches can get out. There's a vehicle on the pier over there that I think we can use, but it looks like only an automaton can drive it.
I will gladly do what I can to help you, as long as this worn-out body should prove up to the task.
We'll make do, Oscar. You can trust me.
Well, I shall indeed do what I can to help, Kate Walker. But, Kate Walker, my clothes. I don't have any clothes.
Come on, what's the problem, Oscar? In New York, I saw fashion shows where you would have made a splash.
No, and no, Kate Walker. It is completely out of the question for me to stroll around without covering. My mechanical intimacy is protected by industrial patents that ensure the durability of Vorarlberg productions. I need clothing, that's all there is to it.
Oscar, please.
Do not insist, Kate Walker. I will not move from here without decent attire.
All right, all right. I'll get you some clothes. How charming.
I cannot, my sweet Genia. Our love is impossible.
Oh, Pyotr, why? Why is life so determined to keep us apart?
Life is not to blame, my dove. It's our families.
What is going on here?
I won't let you be forced into marriage with Tatiana. Thinking of you and that creature. Oh, I shall die. Just as I shall die if I must wed Yuri.
Very, very sad story, Miss Ketwalk. Pyotr and Genya smooch love. But families promise Tatiana and Yuri get money from stores of their old great-uncle Joseph.
Do you really think this is the time to be watching sappy soap operas? We need to have the entranceway clear before Olga and the Colonel get here.
You calls go back and dig.
There's nothing we can do, my sweet Genia. We'll just have to accept our fate and try to live virtuous lives.
We don't have to give in. Maybe if something happened to Tatiana and Yuri, an accident at the plant, for example.
Genia, you can't be thinking.
Katerina?
Ah, you again.
Here's your key. Thank you again.
What do you need?
Clothes. For Oscar, my automaton friend.
Huh?
Well, for an automaton, he's a real prude.
Your story isn't real clear to me. Anyway, take a look over there, in the wardrobe mixed up with Andre's things. This is we're opening it with. But don't take more than you need, got it? I'm still attached to that stuff. They're souvenirs.
Let's try something else.
Kate Walker!
I told you I was coming, Oscar. Well, I guess you got tired of waiting for me.
The sooner I am decently attired, the better I will feel. While I was coming to join you, I came across a gang of hairy and very rude small folk. I will spare you the jibes to which I was subjected.
Don't short-circuit on me. Here, take a look at this wardrobe. These clothes in here should fit you.
How is my appearance, Kate Walker?
Very becoming, Oscar. Perfect.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now please, tell me more about the vehicle that you would like me to drive.
It's stranded on the pier next to our boat, the Crystal.
Well, in that case, I would like to suggest that we meet there, Kate Walker.
Great. See you later, Oscar.
Tribe, leave here quickly. Many bad men may soon arrive. Shamans say not be afraid of bad spirits.
Ah, Kate Walker. What do you expect me to do then?
I'm going to need you to use this vehicle to lift the Crystal onto the beach. Do you think you can do it?
You will remember that I was the driver on the Vorarlberg train, Kate Walker. Driving this tractor is not something I will find difficult. I will just need some help to complete this mission.
What do you need?
First of all, you must connect the crystal to the tractor.
Okay, Oscar. And then what?
Well, that is all, in fact. As this tractor is actually still under electrical power despite the regrettably obvious lack of upkeep it has received in this abandoned area.
To be honest, Oscar, I'm the one who restored power to the park.
Oh. What excellent initiative. A true testament to your spirit of enterprise, Kate Walker.
Thanks, Oscar.
Miss Kate Walker.
I need you to take that cable next to you and attach it to the tractor over there, please.
Ru.
Thank you.
Yes, Kate Walker?
Go ahead, Oscar. Try to move forward. Stop, Oscar! Stop! It's not working, Oscar. We're only driving the crystal into the sand.
That is indeed annoying. The traction that this machine exerts is far too horizontal. It would be preferable to hoist the boat from a higher position. The cable would be at an angle, and your boat would move forward and be raised at the same time.
Brilliant analysis of the situation, my dear Oscar. Is there something else?
Not exactly, Kate Walker. But you may at some point find you need to see further along the pier. Can you put some slack in the cable, so I can move the tractor over there? Yes, Kate Walker?
Go ahead, Oscar. Try to move forward.
Misket walk.
Can you take the cable attached to the tractor there and attach it to the Ferris wheel, please?
Tuk. Okay, Tuk. Roar.
I'm on the right track, but the mechanism still needs some reinforcement. Mission accomplished. I guess.
Congratulations, Kate Walker. Thanks to you, the migration can get underway again.
Thank you, Kirk. But without the tribe's help, I never could have...
Big Nanook battle!
Good day.
Tudukanok! Tuk tuk!
Kapotagtog metal big nog nanuk, liam musu Oscar, big esperitulu kulet, esperitulu luk.
What did you say to them?
That handsome metal man is not a monster, not dangerous.
Handsome metal man. Tell me, Ayahuasca, you seem pretty impressed with dear old Oscar.
Purely spiritual interest. But tribe will need much time to get used to him. Better for everybody he'd travel in shaman's yurt.
He'll be delighted. In the meantime, I'll try to get the ostriches out. You get everybody ready to leave.
Madam, as I told you, I'm actually perfectly capable of following your caravan on foot.
Shaman's yurt very comfortable. Big handsome metal man must rest after everything he has done for tribe.
Oh, but... Madam, please, I...
Tuk tuk!
Their boat is right there. But where's the American and those damn savages?
They can't have gone far. If they're truly crazy enough to go right into Baranor.
The radiation will take care of our problem for us.
Exactly.
The soldiers. They found our tracks.
They must think we're on the surface. Good.
You're right, Kate Walker. Kamlek, mi gapa.
Kirk, look over there.
What's that?
I'll go look. Wait for me here. Filthy. Well, we have a problem.
Yes, we saw.
Miss Kate Walker must free passage for caravan quick.
A bright idea would really be welcome right about now, Ayahuasca.
If Miss Kate Walker finds something good to frighten bats, they surely go outside fast.
Very well. I'll go see what I can do.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And call on the Yukos for help if you need it. I'm sure they'll be able to give you a hand.
Excuse me. I'm sure you noticed we now have bats blocking the way. Would you know of some way I could encourage them to leave their home?
No idea.
Well, that's pretty clear.
Yes.
Well, later then. Lake water. Katerina was right.
pagla, Miss Ketwalk. Look, very good wood. Took. You take now. Gift.
Thank you, but what am I supposed to do with it?
Problem with bats now, home? Miss Ketwalk can sneak up and use root to go to bats and hit them. Zah! Puff, puff, puff.
I suppose it couldn't hurt to try. Sure.
Ah, Kate Walker.
What are you doing here, Oscar?
Oh, nothing. I'm just enjoying taking in the quiet all around here. I feel quite safe in a way.
From ayahuasca, for example?
Let's just say that I would be grateful if you could refrain from mentioning my presence to her.
Do you know what this airlock is for?
I think it must have been installed at the time of the incident that ravaged this city. It must be for decontaminating the radiation suits worn by rescuers who went outside.
And it protects us from the radiation?
Absolutely. Without it, your organic components would unfortunately now be completely carbonized. And I regret to say, currently putrefying, Kate Walker.
I see. Thank you for such an interesting diagnosis.
Metal does have advantages sometimes.
I need help getting rid of all those bats. They're stopping us from moving on.
Potential threats trigger animals' flight response, Kate Walker. The origin of the threat may be fire, water, noise, or in general, anything that might put their physical integrity at risk.
See you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Katerina was right. The surface is completely contaminated. A lighter. What's in there?
Gunukmak, Miss Ketwalk.
How are the ostriches?
They all scared of little vampires. So while they are there, ostriches not want go forward. And they all getting very hungry. Yukos must find pasture real quick.
Do you have any idea how to get rid of the bats?
You thinking... Small vampires very dumb. You find way scare them all.
Well, thanks for your help. Everything okay with you?
Tuk, Miss Ketwalk. But everything go better when tribe back en route.
Well, I'll go see what I can do about the bats. See you later.
Tuk, you hang in there, Miss Ketwalk.
don't believe it.
The confined atmosphere here seems to be affecting you, Kate Walker.
It's not claustrophobia, Oscar. The way for us to solve our bat problem is up there, outside. And I don't have the slightest idea how to get there. There's an enormous amount of radiation.
You need someone who is, by their very nature, impervious to radiation so that they can do this task in your place.
If such a being existed, that would solve our problems, wouldn't it?
May I remind you that I am an upgraded XZ2000 model automaton?
Oh, you don't mean you?
I am, of course, somewhat afflicted by osteoarthritic rust. But I should be able to do the task, Kate Walker.
I don't doubt that you're capable of it. But it could be dangerous up there. You don't think that—
I'm afraid that, for you, the choice of candidates is limited, Kate Walker.
If you insist.
Kate Walker's pursuers. I must make every effort to hurry up. That grating is an insult to the boiler-making profession, and unfortunately a real spanner in the works, if I may.
Procedure activated. Please remain immobile. Decontamination procedure underway. Please remain immobile. Alert. Iodine level insufficient. Decontamination procedure aborted. Iodine level insufficient. Quarantine protocol activated. Please wait for the arrival of an intervention team or restore level of iodine in the dedicated compartment.
Oscar!
Well, that is indeed annoying. You will need to go on without me, Kate Walker. I'll be fine.
That's out of the question.
Kate Walker, I must have a very substantial level of radioactivity. In this state, my presence in your vicinity would place your organism in mortal danger. I do not believe that is desirable.
I said we're not going anywhere without you. I just need to find a little bit of iodine.
Iodine is a rare commodity, Kate Walker.
Don't be pessimistic, Oscar. Just let me get on with it, please.
Very well, Kate Walker.
Iodine level sufficient. Quarantine protocol terminated. Decontamination procedure recommencing. Please remain immobile. Decontamination procedure underway. Please remain immobile. Decontamination procedure terminated. Opening airlock.
It's good to see you again, Oscar.
Oh yes, well, let me see. I am not unhappy to see you either, Kate Walker.
Go back to the Yukels again, Oscar. Tell them to get ready to leave. I'll join you as soon as I can.
Miss Kitwalk! Made arrangement with previous owner. Yurts just for your sleep until end of journey. Former owner now decide go live in other yurts so Miss Kitwalk sleep nice in this.
Oh, that's really very nice of you, Mr. Barut. Thank you so much. Oh, I wish. The Yukels have stored all of the things I've managed to take out at the clinic. That's so nice of them.
Ah, Kate Walker. How are your lodgings?
Great. Thank you so much for the yurt, but I really can't stay too long. I'm exhausted.
Alas, the night may well be long.
But why?
Miss Kate Walker, take a look at the moon.
The Red Moon. It only very rarely enters this phase, about every 20 years.
Every 20 years. Like the migration, I guess.
Miss Kate Walker calculate well.
It is not chance. Each migration must come here to this exact spot for the night of the Red Moon.
Why is it so important?
The Red Moon is the time for a sacred ceremony that is very important for the Yukels. A ritual to bring the favor of the spirits upon the migration, and so to have a chance to reach the destination. Since the dawn of time, this ceremony has been held in the Temple of the Red Moon.
I didn't see any temple in the vicinity.
That is the problem, Miss Kate Walker. Since last migration, temple disappeared.
Come on, a temple can't just up and vanish like that.
Unless it is buried beneath tons of concrete.
Do you mean that the temple was demolished so that they could construct the stadium?
It is said that the spiritual guide of the previous migration, my predecessor in a way, found a way to save the temple.
How did he do that?
The guide Kantika, accompanied by a few other brave Yukols, offered to work on the site. They proved to be very able masons, to the point of being able to hide our temples beneath the concrete without anyone knowing. For months, they worked at night, away from the eyes of architects and foremen.
Yukols worn out by hard work to save House of Spirits.
But they succeeded in their enterprise, and our temple really is hidden somewhere, beneath these modern buildings. Alas, the poor people died of exhaustion.
How terrible. I'm so sorry.
Ti espiritul, makra henok, bignok vanu. With these words, the tribe pays tribute to their sacrifice.
Ti espiritulu makra henok bignok vanu. Temple must be somewhere here. Me tell tribe look for temple. But little help of Miss Kate Walker, not too much.
But you don't have a map or the slightest idea where the temple could be hidden?
We only know that it is here somewhere, beneath tons of concrete. We absolutely must find it, Kate Walker.
So, where should we start?
You search on your side. We'll have a better chance of finding the temple with all of us searching.
Okay. What exactly does the ceremony consist of?
The ritual of the Red Moon is to draw the favor of the spirits onto our caravan. A purification before we can cross the border into Yakistan. It's also a very personal type of trial. It's difficult to explain the ceremony in a few words, Kate Walker. You need to experience it to understand.
Are you sure Olga and the Colonel won't be able to chase us on the other side of the border?
Yes, Kate Walker. Yakistan is outside their jurisdiction.
Have the Yukols already started the search?
Of course. Don't hesitate to ask if you need help.
Right. I'll also go take a look around. Illegible. Good evening. Sorry to intrude, but the door was open. Please excuse my curiosity. I'm accompanying a tribe of nomads who are camping in the stadium. We're trying to find a temple that used to be somewhere around here, before everything changed. Have you heard anything about such a temple? It's a very important place for the Yukuls, a sacred site. If it still exists, you wouldn't happen to know where it is, would you? I'm afraid I have to insist. I had a look at that manuscript before you took it back. It looks as though it was written a very long time ago by one of the Yukuls. It's a mixture of plans and of notes. I have to admit I don't really understand it, but it obviously indicates how to find the sacred temple. It seems like the document means a lot to you. I'm sorry, but you have to let me take it. The Yukuls will be absolutely lost if they can't find the sacred temple.
Kantika.
I've heard of him. He was the spiritual guide of the previous migration. Did you know him?
The foreman killed him. They made him work, and then work even more. Treated like an animal. I will never give my father's journal to someone from their camp. You'll have to kill me first.
Listen, I'm not who you think I am. I have nothing to do with the people who built the stadium. I left everything to accompany the Yukuls on their journey. I've become one of them now.
You think I'm a fool. I don't actually believe everything I hear, and I will never tell someone like you anything. You're not even worth half of a Yukul like me. You're nothing but a Bolshevik.
What do you mean?
My name is Dunyasha Dubrovskaya Tika. Kantika, my father, was the leader of the Yukuls, who were made to work like dogs on this stadium. Then he got together with a woman from around here, a woman who was working in one of the canteens on site. And that's the story of how I was born.
You know, I'm just running away from the people chasing us. The Yukul caravan and me. Those people want to hurt us. The Yukuls I'm with are right over there outside. I can go and get one of them to vouch for me if you like.
What for? You've probably already got them under your thumb, Bolshevik. The Yukuls are like children. They say what you want them to.
A few months ago, the Yukuls saved my life. Today, I'm just trying to help them. If you really have Yukul blood in your veins, you should be doing the same.
You chirp prettily, like vipers warming themselves in the sun on the stadium concrete during the summer.
I was thinking about what you said about your father, Kantika. You know, the Yukuls think of him as a great benevolent spirit now, because he decided to sacrifice himself to save the Temple of the Sacred Ceremonies, so all future migrations could continue to receive the blessing of the spirits.
That's good. You should never forget the spirits.
Ti Espiritulu Makra Henok Biknok Vanu. That's what the Yukuls say to honor him.
May your spirit join together with those of the ancestors, and may your sacrifice never be in vain. That's what the Yukuls say. Even a Bolshevik, even the people from the capital who had the stadium built wouldn't know that. Give the notebook to your guide. He will understand if he really is the person you say. The spirit of my father will guide him.
Thank you.
Don't thank me too quickly, though. I don't know where the temple is, and even with the manuscript, finding it won't be easy. There is so much concrete and iron here. Sometimes even the spirits can do nothing. One last thing. The new caravan. Do you think that the guide could maybe come see me? I don't get that much company. So, if I could speak with some of my own people.
Of course, I understand. You can count on me. Strange. The inscriptions have also been translated into Yukol. Let's take a look. Some died for the tribe, others to help them. Let all, nomads or not, be honored forever. Something's wrong.
How is your research coming, Kate Walker?
Well, I just happened to bump into the daughter of your predecessor, Kantika, in the cemetery there.
Really? What's she up to here?
Not much, unfortunately. Loneliness has made her completely paranoid. At first she thought I was with the people who had built the stadium.
Do you think she could help us find the temple?
She gave me her father's journal. I'm hoping it can help me find the temple quickly, but it's written in Yukol. Do you think you could translate it for me?
Of course.
That's not all. Would you mind paying her a visit? The poor woman's been alone for years, and I'm sure seeing someone from the tribe would do her a world of good.
I'd be honored to meet the descendant of the one who saved the temple. I'll go as soon as I've translated the journal. Give it to me, please.
What on earth is that? I'm fine. More scared than hurt.
Miss Kate Walker! She did it! Mirrors will now let us open temple.
I think so, yes. But I'm going to need help moving them.
Yokels, give help! Miss Kate Walker, guide them!
There! That's perfect! There! That's perfect!
Miss Kate Walker succeeded! She come to temple with us!
Kate. Kate.
Who are you?
My poor Kate. You no longer recognize your real family. You need to come home now. You have to listen to your mother.
Yes, you must see that we are having great difficulty understanding how such a brilliant young attorney could turn to criminal activity.
We have taken recourse to the courts, Miss Walker. Rest assured things will not remain as they are.
You really need to understand, Kate. I couldn't wait for you forever.
You've really let us down, Kate. I was your best friend. You're confident.
So in the end, everyone was actually right. You're gone forever, Kate. You're lost. You're dead, Kate. Dead.
Kate Walker? Is everything all right?
Yes, but I need some air. Please, let's go outside.
Are you sure you're well? I don't mean to offend you, but for a moment you were in a different world, Kate Walker.
Ghosts. Nothing but ghosts. Right, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna try to get some sleep for a few hours before dawn.
I'll wait for you here. Then, good night, Kate Walker.
Good night, Oscar. The Ukels have stored all of the things I've managed to take out of the clinic. That's so nice of them. You okay? Shouldn't we cross the bridge soon so that everyone can get to safety?
Our sacred bridge collapsed.
This new bridge looks pretty good. What's the matter?
The sacred bridge is just there. That thing. It's a customs post. With, I imagine, a policeman and paperwork. It's not for us.
So I guess this isn't at all compatible with your very specific rights and beliefs.
Indeed, Kate Walker.
Even if the caravan received the blessing of the spirits in Olympia?
We still need the approval of the Watcher. And given the state of the bridge, I'm very worried about that.
Who's he?
The Guardian of the Sacred Lands, a very great sage. It is said that he is ageless, that he has seen migrations without number and has always lived in that yurt over there on the other side. He's the one who attests that the good fortune granted by the spirits during last night's ceremony will indeed accompany the caravan. No Yukon may cross the sacred river without his approval.
Does that apply to non-Yukuls too?
In principle, no. What do you have in mind?
I'll go across the other bridge myself to see what's happening with the Watcher. Are you really sure that the people chasing us won't be able to do anything once we're across the river?
Certain. Crazy as they are, they would never take the risk of committing an act of war by violating a sovereign border. What is it, Kate Walker? You seem troubled.
The thing is, I'm thinking about the way back, Kirk. Afterwards, how are you going to get the herd back home with Olga and those soldiers waiting for you?
To everything there is a time. First, we have to obtain the benediction of the Watcher.
What do you know about that other bridge?
The old people say it wasn't there on the last migration. It is like the countryside we have crossed. Everything is changed, and it is difficult to adapt our traditions to these new things.
Do you think they'll let us cross over the new structures?
Because of the trading we have done on the way, we have money. Perhaps it will be enough to give some to the people occupying the bridge.
What does the blessing of the Watcher consist of?
He grants us passage if he deems us worthy. If we have respected the customs and traditions. All of that sort of stuff.
I see. I'll go see how we can cross. See you later.
Thank you for everything, Kate Walker.
Hello.
Oh, hello there, miss. Yes, what's this about?
I'm accompanying the migration of the Yukon tribe. They usually cross the river right at this spot about every 20 years. But their bridge collapsed, and they aren't allowed to use the new structures without the approval of their... Well, he's a kind of spiritual customs officer, and he lives on the other side. I absolutely have to cross so that I can meet him. Can you let me cross? Please?
Well, now, I heard about those famous nomads a while back, but actually seeing them in the flesh... I've only been at this post for a few months. Well, you just need to show me the appropriate documents, I guess, and, yes, there you go.
Listen, the Yukuls are going to stay here until I return. That way you'll know that I'll be coming back here as soon as I can. So that way we can stop losing time with all these annoying procedures.
And, what happens when you finally get back?
Since they don't have the right papers, I'm sure the Yukuls will agree to give you a good chunk of their savings to smooth things over. That will compensate for any nuisance they've caused.
What are you talking about, miss?
Cash. Lots of cash. To get you to look the other way while they cross to the other side.
Ah, well, I just have to go and see what my boss says when I call. It's like they're always telling us, rule number 1, always inform your superiors. And rule number 2, in case of doubt, be sure to refer to rule number 1.
The idea is for you not to go calling on your superiors. You keep the money for yourself, see? You get it?
Okay, well, I don't actually know if I can actually do that.
But remember, you can't tell anyone, but you should think about it. With that much money, you'll be able to become a full-time fisherman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Well, okay, that's fine. However, you actually just need to engage the water wheel in the river there. To activate the bridge, and so I can use it to authorize you to cross. There are so many people traveling with you in your group, I don't want to leave my post.
That won't be necessary. I took care of the motor already.
You did what? But you should have asked.
Well, you have to admit the timing is good.
Well, yeah, that's true. So, tell me when you actually want to cross.
But why was the old Yukol bridge that was here before destroyed?
It wasn't really all that sturdy, from what I was told. They were looking for something more, effective in terms of actual border control.
Meaning?
Well, as you can see, it's made of, 2 co-interdependent mobile components. And I'm the one who activates it here. So it's really the safest border in the world. Anyway, that's what my superiors told me.
Do you know if there's still somebody on the other side?
Well, I've never been there, actually. I don't have the right. It's foreign. Apart from the crazy guy who lives there, I've never seen anybody, but...
The one living in that yurt? On the other side?
Yeah, he's a little monster. My border contact, as the manual says.
Do you know him personally?
Well, I never actually saw him close up, because he's on the other side. Makes sense. And, to be totally honest, it's kind of like, sometimes we just trade provisions using the zip line they went and had installed over the river when they built the bridge. The old guy really does like his booze, you know. So I sent him over a couple of bottles of vodka from time to time. You know, just a matter of maintaining pretty good border relations, like they say.
Well, no offense, sir, but you seem a bit hesitant. When was the last time you saw someone here? Yes.
Well, to be honest, I've actually been here for 6 months, and I never saw anybody. Not a soul. Nobody. Well, I don't talk much, which is kind of understandable, you know. Sometimes I do a little fishing to keep busy. Someday I may end up actually talking with the dead fish.
I see. Well, I am going to the other side.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Why not? Just go over there, right in front of the bridge, and I'll take you across there.
Ah, yes, that's her. Kate Walker. The one who left her old life far behind her. So since then, she's been running, and she isn't stopping. A traveler with no destination.
Everything all right?
The spirits speak to me about you, Kate Walker.
Spirits?
Sometimes they protect you. Sometimes they abandon you to your fate. We have trouble understanding them. They tell me that Kate Walker is accompanying the new migration of the yokels and their ostriches.
That's right. The Yukels need your benediction to be able to cross, and...
They say a great danger threatens you. The spirits like to warn of danger. It makes them feel important.
Yes, people are chasing us, which means it's even more important for us to have your authorization to cross.
But first, there's a test. With the spirits, there's always tests to pass. And there are always presents you have to give. You may give anything you wish, just as long as it's vodka.
I didn't know the spirits like to drink.
I'll be doing the drinking, and through me, the spirits will get soused. It puts them in a very good mood.
Yeah, I see. And after that, you'll let us pass?
You must also recite the incantation, and then after that, the caravan may go to the sacred lands.
Can you tell me more about the incantation we have to recite?
It's a prayer to the spirits that's been handed down from shaman to shaman.
And what kind of prayer?
The spirits need signs. They understand the language of fire and smoke. It is hoped that Kate Walker will find what is needed on the other side of the river. The remains of migrations past are still there, but the spirits only reveal all secrets once the offering of vodka has been made. The spirits are very uncompromising when it comes to business, Kate Walker.
Did the spirits say anything else about me?
Your virtues. They may ultimately cause your loss, Kate Walker. Be careful, Took.
That's all.
From trials comes strength.
Your spirits really do like to generalize. And what about that alcohol you need? Where can I get some?
That should not pose any problem at all for Kate Walker. The spirits don't have a particularly favorite brand.
Okay. I've got work to do. I'll go find a way to get you something you can use to toast your immaterial friends with.
The spirits are also very sensitive, Kate Walker. They don't like being laughed at, so...
What is he waiting for? Finally. What is he doing? Hey, wait! his problem? The bridge controls are right there. How do you feel, Mrs. Ayahuasca?
Trance of ceremonies eat all strength. So, shaman, very, very weak.
I'm sorry to interrupt your convalescence, but there's a problem with the Watcher on the other side of the bridge.
What problem? Asks for fuel for spirits? Vodka always fuel for spirits.
No. I mean, yes, but I already did that. But he wants me to recite a kind of prayer so that the tribe can cross over. Can you tell me more about that?
Miss Kate Walker must make signals of smoke with old machines of the ancestors.
Signals?
Ayahuasca uses sometimes above.
She fell asleep.
We have the Watcher's blessing for the crossing. Thank you, Kate Walker. On behalf of the entire tribe, 1,000 thank yous.
There's one problem. Without the customs officer, there's no one left to work the bridge, and...
I have the solution, Kate Walker. It looks like someone will have to stay on this bank so the others can cross. And I'm clearly the one to do that.
No, Oscar. Not again.
Kate Walker, once you find yourself safely across with the tribe, just use the zip line that I saw you enjoying yourself with a short time ago to bring me across in turn.
No. We'll swap roles. I'll get you across first, and then I'll cross with the zip line.
Your concern serves no purpose, Kate Walker. And...
The soldiers. We have to go.
Oscar!
Kate Walker! We need help! Quick!
Together over there! Fast!
Contact. Cut circuit. Right and left elevator control. Inversion. Engage.
Oscar!
Kate Walker! No!
Perhaps you are looking for this? The game is over now, Kate Walker. Well, Miss Walker?
Very well. You've won, I suppose.
Neutralize that damn cow!
Miss Walker, please take advantage of the trip to relax. We will have plenty of time to chat when we get there. All the time we need.